today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gore. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. On 1st and 10, Hicks. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hicks. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Hicks. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game.
but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go. It's Gore. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Throwing on first down. Hicks. And this is caught by Evans.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
From the pistol, it's Gore. Dances by him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Looking to throw.
Hicks.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
The 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Oh, he made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Hicks. It's complete. It's Gore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up a throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Hicks.
Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Hicks over the middle to Evans. third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Off play action. Hicks. This is Smith with a grab.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle they go with Gore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again they run. Again it's Gore. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Hicks. They go with a screen to Gore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hicks. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll get this up to about the 44. The Steelers at 11-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Hicks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down.
Hicks. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
A quick throw, but incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here.
He's got this to Pickens. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Underneath, pulled in by Tomlinson.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Little.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Little.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive. Hicks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Hicks. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And his throw here is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Hicks.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Laviska Shenault, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll look to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Off the play fake. Hicks. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Hicks, a dump off here for Gore.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Hicks.
He's got Gore. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hicks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far, because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st and 10, Hicks. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this one over the middle into the the hands of his tight end complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hicks. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Hicks goes right back to Smith again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Hicks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within 10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down. Hicks. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hicks. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. come the Eagles. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception.
Hicks to Evans on the slant.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hicks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off play action.
Hicks.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Back to throw. Hicks. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
On 1st down.
Hicks.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, it's Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Hicks.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's short. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Come on, set. 52-1.
Following the fumble recovery, Hicks got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
43.
To throw on 2nd down, Hicks. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Hicks. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff for Gore. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready. 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hicks firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
25 yards that time.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's short. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Little. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Eagles down by 2 touchdowns. 1:50 to play. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hicks. Throwing middle, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point difference. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hicks. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. No question, that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a fourth down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.